Hey, it's Randy, and you're watching The Randy Show, and we have Michael and Ted here from Penny University. Michael and Ted, hello. Thanks for being here.
How you doing,
Hello.
man?
How you doing?
Are you guys in church or something?
Yeah,
Yes.
we are.
Our
Are you?
rehearsal
You guys,
studio.
Yeah,
is that your studio?
Yeah.
yeah.
Now tell
We
me
do
a
all
little bit about.
the recording.
What, I want to know about the band, but what's with the church as a studio? That's cool. Is it an actual church?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an actual church. I do all the video and all the audio at a local church here, and they keep me real busy here, and
We've
yeah,
been rehearsing and recording here
yeah,
for the last 5 years.
yeah.
Wow.
Done
Now,
every album in here.
I know you guys have been together since 2010, and how did all of you get together? Now, tell me a little bit about the band members. There's Michael, there's Ted, there's Jack, Renee, and Bobby. And before we get to them, tell us how it all came together. This transfusion, no genre band. Let me know a little bit about it.
Well, it was a little bit of an evolution. We started off just as a three-piece, as a trio, just drums, bass, and guitar. And we started in 2010. We were all kind of feeling the pinch of the economy, and all three of us, we had a different drummer at the time,
Yeah.
and we were all kind of feeling the pinch, and all three of us really didn't like what was really going on out there. We don't like the direction where music was going, and really, I don't know. We just kind of see back then and still feel the same way that music is going in kind of a dead direction, and it's really not about craftsmanship and quality and stuff of that nature. So we just started playing together, and we were a little heavier back then since we're a trio, and we were like a cross between Alan Holsworth and Al Di Meola kind of stuff. And we decided to branch out a little bit, and our first drummer left. We got another drummer, and then we decided to add percussion and get more Latin. Start to bring in Latin because all of us really like Latin, and bringing the percussion in, congas and stuff like that, gave us a whole nother avenue. And then we're just a bunch of creative guys, and you just can't keep us in one genre. So it just started.
Looming.
Yeah, it just started expanding
bigger.
out, and we thought, you know what, we need keys. We got to get some keys, and then we said, you know what, let's do cinematic music, like movie soundtrack stuff, and we've had many guest stars so far, and our new album that we're working on right now that's in production, we're going to have a Broadway star coming in and doing vocals on, and a real famous voiceover guy for Disney. And
Really?
He's working with us too.
Yeah, he's done.
A voiceover guy. Well, wait a minute. You got to put in the good word for me.
Well, we won't want to divulge any names until it's said and done.
Yeah.
So
All right.
everybody is agreed and confirmed. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we don't want to spoil the punch at all, but now tell me what each of you guys do as far as in the band. I know there's 5 guys in the band right now. So what all do you do?
Well, as far as instruments, we got guitar, bass, percussion, drums. Our drummer is out of L.A. He's the great Jack LeCompte, who plays with Michael Bolton, Julio Iglesias, Philharmonic, Desert Philharmonic. He plays with everybody.
Yeah,
and we just brought in Bobby Fergo on keys and violin, and so that's the instrumentation part of it. And as far as the writing and stuff go, I come up with pretty much most of it. And then we start adding everybody's flavor in, and start melding it and putting it together until we got something we like, and then we start recording. And like I said, all of us we have all different backgrounds, but we all have in common the 70s jazz and the progressive and the fusion stuff. So we like to keep it interesting and have that part of craftsmanship into it, but we also expand into other genres. And recently, that's why we're here, is we delved into a little bit of country music, because country's really popular.
Yeah.
And we thought, hey, why not do a country instrumental and maybe a couple more in the future? So
Yeah. It didn't start out as a country song. It started out as just a folk style song, and then it just blossomed into this full-on country, southern rock country sound. And I was like, wow, I didn't expect that to happen. So,
well, it's just
Everybody put their parts on.
the baby just blossomed, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty much how all of our
All our
material
stuff,
works.
yeah.
There's a general direction, and then everybody kind of adds their it's like food, you know, all the different spices that go into it to make the final product. So,
Yeah.
and that's really what we're all about. We're arts and culture. We're not really. I don't want to say that, you know, we're a band, because we really don't. You can't really place us anywhere. You can't say we're Latin or we're jazz or we're so many things that it's kind of like food, you know.
Yeah, big boiling pot.
Yeah.
That's
Very
pretty
good.
awesome. Well, I'm excited that the reason you guys approached me was, you know, I know you have this new song. It's called 100,000 Weapons, and on my radio job, I do country, but I have an appreciation for all types of music, and I really appreciate that you guys contacted me, and you know, we're able to do this on my video show here. By the way, you are watching the Randy Show on randyshow.com. You can also watch us on youtube.com /Randy Show video, and we're talking with Penny University out of Palm Desert, California. Although this goes all over the world, we're going to play this video, and if you're watching the video when we first created this this interview, what happens, the way it translates, you really don't get the full effect. It doesn't sound as good as after we get everything edited back in. So we're going to leave links at the bottom of this page where you can actually watch the video on the actual video page, or you can contact Penny University and you know, buy their music and ask them more about their music. But let's get to the first video, guys, if you don't mind. It's called 100,000 Weapons. Tell us a little bit about the song. I know you already told us a little bit about it, but kind of give me a little intro here.
Go ahead. Clear up the title.
It's 100,000 welcomes.
Yeah, we're not in.
Thank you.
I
Welcome.
thought it
We're not in the
was
middle.
weapons. You know, I'm thinking the gun shooting and everything, man. Western.
Right. I know the NRA would like it.
See, that's the redneck country side of me coming out. 100,000 weapons.
It's a little gentler than that.
Yeah, a little backed off on that. It's basically just a saying throughout the world. 100,000 welcomes is a I believe it came out of the Irish. Many people had gotten together at one time back in the 1500s, the 1200s, and stuff like that, and they told each other, "Thank you, welcome, come in," and basically, I just kind of based it off of the history of you know, a thank you of a welcome, you know. So
Sounds great. Sounds great. I'm going to go to screen share here, guys, and I want to make sure that you can see it here. Hang on just a second. All right. All right. I think we can see it now. You guys got it there?
Yep.
All right. So if I don't screw up again here, 100,000 welcomes. It is, well, you know, weapon sounds cool too.
Yeah, it does.
And we'd be arms dealers.
Exactly.
This is Penny University on the Randy Show. That was beautiful, guys.
Thank you.
That is just awesome. That is just awesome. I tell you, man, the musicianship in that is just fantastic. That is fantastic.
Thank you.
I'm speechless. Yeah, it's really, really good.
Country instrumental, no vocal.
Hey, yeah.
Really, really good. And I want to get back to more of the video and more Penny University here in just a couple of seconds. But I got to tell you about one of our sponsors, which is Beachbody. And I know you probably heard me in the past talking about how I lost 60 pounds, and I've kept it off for the past 3 years. Been drinking Shakeology every day, which is the healthiest meal of the day. You have 70 different superfoods, 23 vitamins and minerals, and it's got all the adaptogens, phytonutrients, antioxidants that you need throughout the day. All you have to do is drink it once a day, help you lose the fat, help you maintain a healthy weight, and it helps you recover from that workout as well. And if you haven't heard so much of Shakeology, I'm sure you've heard of Insanity or P90X or maybe Body Beast or Turbo Jam or some of the other 30 different programs that's offered by Beachbody. Well, I loved it so much, the fact that I got in the best shape of my life, and the fact that I've lost 60 pounds of fat over almost 30 inches. And I got so excited about it, I became a Beachbody coach. And you don't have to be a Beachbody coach, but if you'd like to get in shape and feel great, well, love for you to join me with Beachbody. All you got to do is go to randyshow.com, look at the top of the page, and I believe right there in the middle, I think at the middle top of the page, they have a link that says Beachbody and has challenge packs. Well, it has challenge pack for someone of any different, all different ages and any different background. Whether you want something that's extreme and you're a pro, you're an athlete, you want something to really challenge you, or if you're a beginner, or even if you have some injuries, Tai Chi is great for that. So we have a program just for you. Just check it out and know that you get a 30-day money-back guarantee with Shakeology or with any of the programs. And if you'd like to go just straight to my site, you can go to tinyurl.com/Coach Randy. That's tinyurl.com/Coach Randy, or at the top of this page, at the top of, I should say, randyshow.com to learn more about Beachbody. All right? And back to Penny University here on the Randy Show. And guys, I got to ask you, you have kind of an unusual name. And it's not quite spelled right. Did you have problems in school, or what's going on with the name?
Don't we live in a world with alternative spelling?
Yeah.
It's every.
Okay.
But
I just found out what emoji is. I'm like, what the heck is emoji?
there were strategic reasons behind it, because if you Google just Penny University, one N in university, you'll get all these coffee houses in Japan. But if you put it with two N's, like the first 20 pages, it's all us.
Us, yeah.
So internet savvy
yeah.
and being strategic with that.
SEO.
Yeah.
Search engine optimization.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And we've been hit on the internet so much now that most of the servers like Google and Bing and stuff like that, even if you spell it the traditional way, it'll have a search underneath. Well, do you mean this too? So we've been hit so much on there that we're actually a part of a lot of those servers now that'll say, oh, are you looking for this spelling or is the traditional spelling?
Ah.
Yeah. So
very clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Penny University, though, that wasn't a Japanese thing. This was like a thing back in London, right?
Yeah, it's traditionally from the 18th century London
Pubs.
And it was a slang term. You paid a penny, you got in, you got your coffee. It was like the Starbucks of the day, and you got to sit with all the scholars. So you could be just a layman, poor guy, and drink coffee and listen to all these guys talk about current events and knowledge. They were all scholars that worked at universities and stuff, and that's the scholars came up with the name. Oh, they called it a Penny University because everyone got their information for free. Yeah. So it was kind of like free Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
In 18th century London. But if you had a penny, you could go in, and they actually had, while you were sitting drinking your coffee, they had a small boy, 13 or 14, who would run around and tell of like London's at war today, or the British are getting close, or whatever the current events were. So it was a place of free knowledge, and we're kind of like a concept band. So this is what we do. We come up with these songs of interesting people, places, and things.
Yeah.
It's not really common knowledge, but you know of it. But we bring you the really interesting facts. So if you come and see us, we say, oh, here's this song. You probably heard about this, but you don't know the name of it, or the reality of it, or some interesting fact about it. So we are like a musical Penny University. That's what people don't get. It's not like we're just going out and playing music. We're a concept.
Yep.
And people leave, our concerts going, man, that was really interesting. I didn't know that about that city or that place or that country or that certain term or something like that is really interesting. And we pick stuff that's ultra interesting but not common.
Yeah.
So that people are kind of like wowed by it. So.
Yeah. So
go ahead. I'm sorry.
So many times they've come up to us and went, I've been to San Gimignano. Oh my gosh, I just love. We we sparked this fire in their head that they of a place that they once was at, and it was just like it was such a big impact in their life.
And it brought back a
and
memory.
It brought back these memories, and that is real for us. Is like, wow, that's
it's really relative
to
a lot of people, because we have songs about beautiful places that not a whole lot of people might go, like Mallorca.
Yeah.
Some people don't even know where Mallorca is, couldn't place it on a map, never heard of it before. But the people that did hear it, they connect with us. Oh my gosh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep.
And
been there. I've been in that spot.
And that's the flavor, and so that kind of thing. We want to kind of be off the beaten path. Most musicians want to be, I want a #1 song and whatever's hot and hip and trendy. I want to be in.
That's where we want to be.
We're on the other end of it, going. We want people to have a great experience of arts and culture.
Exactly.
I love this, and I love how you guys have that freedom. By the way, we're talking with Michael and Ted from Penny University here on the Randy Show. Okay, guys, I got to put you on the spot though. I really love what you do. I think it's awesome that you follow your own rules, and there's really not a lot of rules there, other than you have to have musicianship. You actually have to have talent to be in this band. Yeah. And I can go on and on by the lack of talent out there in the music business.
Oh my God! That's one of the reasons why we started doing this.
Yeah. I'd probably piss a lot of people off, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not here to do that. If you guys want to say it, you can. I mean, the show's all about you. But I got to ask you, okay? What I'm hearing from you is you're totally unsellout type of band, but on the other hand, you got to make money. I mean, it costs money to be in a band. I mean, you have instruments, you have to take care of broken equipment, you have maintenance, you have roadies, unless you do your own roadie stuff. I mean, plus you want to make money, you want to be successful.
Yeah.
How is the fact that you're kind of like this transfusion, no genre band? How has that worked out for you as far as making money? And forgive me for saying this. I'm angering the music gods, but how's this gone for you guys as far as really making money and making a success of this?
Well, I'd have to say that every gig we get is a good paying gig.
Yeah.
The only times we ever play for free is it's charity events or somebody who we know is a friend who say, hey, you guys could do this. We'd really appreciate it. But I mean, all of our gigs and shows are all well-paid shows, and granted, we do have issues with promoters about where to place us, how to get us on the, what docket, how do you place these guys? But it's more of a love. I mean, we all have day jobs.
Yeah.
So it's more of a love than being 21 and wanting to rule the world. And,
that's long gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's not about that. It's about a craft.
That was a long time ago.
It's about a craft and a love, and it's the kind of thing that's pretty much not there anymore. Mm-hmm. I mean, we want to put in the time. We don't have to play every weekend, with a big tour schedule or anything like that. We're more concerned in making music, and then the people that do get it, they're the ones that call us and book us and say, we love what you're doing.
Yeah.
So we're finding our niche. Every year we got a little bit more exposure and a little bit more exposure and a little bit more. So it's coming around. So, but like I said, we have day jobs. Yeah. So we're not really concerned about making that much money, But
the other part of it too is I think we're probably the only band in Palm Desert that has been viewed in over 64 countries.
Yeah.
Wow.
We get hits on our website.
From
Netherlands, Osaka, Japan, Russia, Ohio,
Ukraine,
all in one day.
Yeah, it's all across the board. I mean, Sweden, it's just amazing. Yeah. It just blows my mind every time I go on.
Well, obviously you guys are doing something right, and it sounds like you're really, really successful as far as having some people contribute and be a part of it, from what you were telling me earlier. And I want to talk a little bit about that after we play the second video, though, a little bit about your successes, because obviously I know this stuff, and that you guys have had your successes, and you've had some pretty big things happen to you. But I know a lot of people were wondering out there, okay, how are these guys eating?
Yeah.
They're doing great work. It's like they're working for the Lord here. But they got
Yeah.
But
Well, we do it because
I don't mean any offense, guys. I'm just throwing it out there because people wonder about these things.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
and because it's expensive to make videos, that it's expensive to go in the studio.
Yes.
And you guys have got some fabulous music. And in fact, I want to play this Roman Holiday video. Tell me a little bit about this song.
Well, we originally came up with it, like I said, we tried to come up with interesting people, places, and things, and Audrey Hepburn is really huge. If you look at on Facebook, there must be at least 25 tribute pages to her, and then Gregory Peck, who's her co-star, there might be 3.
Yeah.
But that movie made a star out of her, and this is why we picked that movie. Great story.
Yeah.
So many people love her. Great story, great storyline. Of course, it was filmed in Rome. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
In Italy, it's romance, and it has this childlike innocence about it. And people love retro stuff. And once again, we're not really involved in the trends and stuff, but it just seemed like it had a great story, and we wanted to kind of give it a retro feel and bring it back into the modern. So, and it's interesting that it made her a star, continued Gregory Peck's legacy as a great actor, and it brought, this is the interesting thing that I like, it brought the popularity of the little motor scooter, the Vespa, to America. Yeah. That's what set the Vespa into outer space as far as sales. And everybody was in love with her haircut. You remember the Italian haircuts in the 50s? That movie did so much for American culture that it's unbelievable, and it's still to this day. I saw a Vespa on the way here today. And I just think that's really cool.
If I ride a Harley, but if I saw a woman that looked like Audrey Hepburn on a Vespa, I think I would melt.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what. Let me go. Let me share this here. I want to see if I can find this video. I think.
Oh, by the way, the great Steve Madeo plays trumpet on this video.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Yeah, he's recorded with Stevie Wonder, probably 150 artists that you all know by name.
Oh, wrong video again. Sorry about that, guys.
That's all right.
All right, let's see here. Here we go. I think I got it now. Technology, don't you love it?
Yeah.
All right, Roman Holiday here. This is Penny University. Can you guys see it okay?
No, I see your face page.
It's still not sharing it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I've seen it before.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. All right. Anyway, as far as Roman Holiday, it was a fantastic movie. And let's go back here. Let me see if I can get this to share. This is we're on Google Hangouts, so sometimes this thing is a little bit touchy. All right, guys. Let's see. Can you see it now? Should be up there.
We do see blackness, but there it is.
There it is.
Roman Holiday, Penny University.
She was seen in 1953. Princess Anne, will you protocol? A journalist by trade, never recognized her face.
I love it. I love it. That was great, guys. That
Thank
was
you.
awesome. I think I'm in love with Audrey Hepburn again. Oh my goodness. I want to talk about this song a little bit, but one thing that you guys were talking about a little bit earlier.
But our uploads are half the speed of our downloads, so our internet is really half fast.
Okay, hang on a second. All right.
Commercial.
You guys still have me?
Do we
The
what?
early
We saw it.
1950s produced some of
We don't
Paramount
have
Pictures'
it.
most
We see you.
including Change,
Okay.
A Place in the Sun,
I don't know if you can see me.
Sunset
Yeah.
Boulevard,
Yeah, we see you.
and Star
Except you're
Center.
streaming really slowly.
Captured the innocence and
Okay, I had lost my feed there for just a second. I apologize for that, guys.
That's all
No.
right.
All right, I think I'm back. Am I back now?
Yeah, look good.
I lost the sound. It's like, where did it go? Anyway, live video here. One thing that you guys were talking about a little bit earlier was your SEO, how you misspelled university. So you get it up on Google. One thing that I do, and one of my sponsors, is about blogging. Do you guys do a blog or anything like that?
No.
On a couple of the websites, there's some blogs. We do some blogging, but not like daily.
Not, yeah, it's not.
Okay. All right. Well, the other sponsor I wanted to tell you about, and the reason I bring it up, thought it'd be a good segue, is a lot of bands, a lot of online businesses, a lot of brick and mortar businesses have found that blogging can really produce a bigger bottom line for them. In fact, there's a lot of people that are making, $10, $20, $30,000 a month on this. It's just amazing what you can do on blogging. Now, results will vary. It really depends on how much effort you put into it, and there's a lot of different things that go into it. But if you want more information about blogging, you can look at the top of my radioshow.com page, and there's a link. It says the most dangerous website in the world, and it's all about blogging and how you can turn your passion into dollars, whether that be like I said, a band, if you're a musician or a band, or if you do an online business, or a brick and mortar business, or if it's just a passion, if it's just a hobby, if you love cooking, or you love cats. You can blog about cats and actually make money. There's people who do that. And you can learn how to do that through this course online. And just go to my website, randyshow.com, and directly at the center top of the page is a link. It says, I think it says the most dangerous website in the world, and you just click on that and it'll tell you more about blogging. It teaches you about SEO, which is search engine optimization, and all the technical stuff. They make it really quite easy. So check it out. Go to randyshow.com and click on that link to the page. Anyway, back to Penny University. And I know you guys like to say no genre, but I heard a lot of jazz fusion in that. I heard some Steely Dan in that.
In that song. Yeah.
Yeah.
So some influences there. Some influences.
Oh, of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
We both
sure.
grew up playing Rush and Scorpions and everybody else. We went through that whole phase, but that was kind of, a dead end. I mean, we could stay metalheads, but that's not where it's at for us. I think we've grown a little.
Yeah. Well,
I have.
I grew up listening a lot to Al Di Meola and a lot of real jazz fusion, all instrumental stuff.
Yeah.
I played in rock bands as a kid at 16. It was never enough for me. I was like, I want to play more than 3 chords. This is not doing it for me, It's like, and I just kept looking for more. And then when I think I was 19, I was working at a record store in Toronto, Canada, and I had to go cover for a guy downstairs in the jazz section. I was like totally bummed. I was like, not in the jazz section, because jazz to most people is that kind of stuff. And I went down there and they were playing Al Di Meola, Race with the Devil on the Spanish Highway, and I went, oh my gosh, where's this been all my life? And that changed me from right there. And I was like, wow, music can be great. There are some really terrific players out there, and he's playing more than 3 chords. So that really turned me on.
Both Michael and I have kind of been on the same kind of timeline. as far as music in our lives. And I'm about that same time when you found Al, I found Chick Corea and Stanley Clark and those guys. So we kind of, it just our, if you look at our phases through music, it's been, we work really well together. I mean, it's just we sit down together in our studio here, and we just we say, okay, there's the sky. Matter of fact, their next album is Paradise Skies.
So,
Well,
our last album.
Now, that's a nice little segue there. Tell me about what's going on with Penny University right now.
Well, we just finished the album Sound Tapestry, which just came out a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we called it Sound Tapestry because it's a tapestry of many sounds. Ding.
Yeah.
And on it, like I said, there's American acoustic, there's Arabic flair, Egyptian flair, 70s fusion. There's just a huge variety of stuff. It sounds like 11
American classic sound.
It sounds like 11 soundtrack songs from 11 different movies that never came out.
We go from one song called Lapis Lazuli to the Gandhi Dancer. Now, what's the relationship there?
Wow.
Whatsoever. But that's what we do,
Yeah, so the next album, we're going into a lot of this new album is a lot of cinematic stuff, so it sounds like movie soundtrack stuff.
Yeah.
Like I said,
are you guys doing that, or have you done that in the past?
We've done a few little things,
songs,
a few things, but the next song, the next album, it's the same thing. It's an eclectic mix of, like I said, jazz. And we've got so many different guest artists coming on, playing different instruments with vocals and stuff like that. And that's the one thing we love. There's just too much creativity to be stuck in one genre. There's just too much out there, and it's too good and it's too fun. And we got to go there.
We're working on 2 songs right now. One's a gypsy
jazz flamenco. We also
style.
do flamenco.
Yeah.
So.
And the other song is more of an Avatar soundtrack.
Like ambient, Celtic ambient.
Yeah.
So we're covering all the bases here, man. In a few years, we'll have it all down.
That is great. I think it's awesome, guys. I think it's great. I think it's great. Now, where are you guys going to be playing in the immediate future? And are you going to do just inside California, or are you taking it more on the road? Because I know you have a lot of fans across the world.
Yeah. Well, this Sunday actually, we're sponsored by the Riverside Library County Library System. We're playing at the Palm Desert Community Center at 2 p.m. March 22nd. We're doing an hour-long concert there. For all attendees, we'll have our free Sound Tapestry album, and then our other albums will be for sale for $5 a piece. And I think we're playing at the La Quinta Museum. They're doing an event there in May, and we're concentrating on doing this album. And we got a few more other things in the works. We've had some interest about actual radio stations in Europe and Italy and not Morocco, but Monaco. That wanted to sponsor us to come over and do a 2-week European tour. So, and everybody, when you're going over to Europe, it's a whole different animal.
Yeah.
So, we want to cover our tracks with that, but we're actually looking for a management right now, to help us with those legalities and those realities of, going and doing shows elsewhere. We've had the Dubai Jazz Festival looking at us, and stuff like that. So,
we'll put it out there. So if anybody has the management experience and would like to help these guys do a European tour, that'd be great. Now, if you want, I have to put my own plug in there. If you ever want to put together that blog and make some money with your band, I can help you with that.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Because that could definitely help buy some instruments and pay some bills. So, I can help you with the blogging there.
Well, we actually do have a number of people that donate to us because they love what we do. So a lot of our financial, we put a project out. We actually did a thing on Kickstarter. And most people weren't interested because they wanted to come to us, and talk to us and say, hey, we want to give you money, and they start throwing checks at us. So that was really cool. There's we have a personable a relationship with a lot of our fans.
We're really easy to be approached.
So,
and we like to see who's giving us money. If somebody's doing it through a giving site or something like that, it's so impersonal. We just don't get to give them a hug and say thank you, for helping us, and music world is just not what it used to be. I mean, I've been doing records for a long time and worked for hundreds and hundreds of major acts. I was a freelance audio engineer for 35 years, and so I toured around the United States and Canada for years, and there is no music industry anymore. I mean, it's not there. Which now you have to do everything. And it's really hard for us to take the time to manage 55 or 60 sites with all our information, and then be able to write music and record it,
and have a day job,
and a family.
Yeah.
We all have kids. He's got grandkids. I've got 6 kids. So I mean, it's how do you do that?
It's like we work more for the circus than we do as a musician.
But the thing is, you guys are really doing what you love, and you're keeping it pure, and I think that's, like I said, I think that's really great. Now, if people want to get involved with you, if they want to buy your records, your videos, want to keep in touch with you, can you give us some links, Facebook, YouTube, some sites where they can get in touch with you, they can buy your music, they can keep up with you? How do they do that with Penny University?
Well, music's available on Amazon, iTunes, Rhapsody, every major one out there, like 50 or 60 stores. If you want to contact us personally,
you can get contact us through the website. Penny University.
There's a contact right at the top. You can contact us through Facebook, Reverb Nation, Twitter, all of the things that are out there. We're part of.
We'll Skype. We'll talk. To the people.
We're available for booking. We're available if you want a hard copy CD.
Just let us know.
Yeah, just contact us and
that's what we wanted to do on this last album we put together. We wanted to give it away.
Yeah, and that's what we've done.
That's what we've done. I mean,
giving away for free.
For free, because just as a thank you to everybody that has helped us and hasn't helped us.
We just want music in people's hands.
We just want people to listen to it and enjoy it. And it's so funny. I think more than half of the people said, "Man, what great driving music! I put it in my car and I'm just cruising down the freeway, just loving it." I'm like, wow, I didn't think of that,
Yeah, that seems to be the defining factor. Yeah.
I think you two guys are amazing, and I think it's fantastic and actually quite odd that you've gotten like 5 different guys from 5 different backgrounds to come together, and you have like a common cause. I think it seems that you would have to work well together and get along because it's such a different type of band.
Yeah, well, we've been together for 5 years now, and most marriages don't last that long. I mean,
everybody we work with that's in our band is really, really level. We looked for other musicians that didn't have a big head, had drug problems, had, personal problems or any of that stuff. And if they did have some personal problems, we tried to help them out. But we're looking for a steady, level-headed musician that is on the same plane that we're at. And so we've been very blessed. We've found some wonderful, wonderful people.
Yeah.
And
great attitudes.
Excellent attitudes.
Easy to work with.
There's
no attitudes in this band at all. Everybody knows their part. No one else can do their part better than them.
Yeah.
And we always tell everybody, even our guests, people that come in and either sing or play an instrument, we don't come in here and chart them all up and tell them what they've got to do. We say, be you.
Yeah.
Do what you do
wonderful.
best
Yeah.
and be creative, and we'll just let you fly, you know. And that's how we do
That's
things.
how it just inspires them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Because
let's do this.
Most
you know?
most big people that we work with, they're so used to getting a chart.
And they're regimented.
This
and they're
yeah,
you're
this
paid
regimented.
exactly, or you don't get
Yeah.
your union pay.
Yeah.
You know.
And we just want people to come in and say, hey, play to your strengths, do what's comfortable to you, do your best, be you, play you, you know, and we just love that. I think that really works. It brings out the creativity in people, you know.
Yeah,
So-
it does.
Well, guys, you've inspired me. This is super cool, and I have to tell you that you have to be the most unique band and a group of guys that I've ever talked with, and I think it's just super fantastic what you're doing, and I wish you and your band and your families continued success and great health, and you know, I really appreciate you talking with me. Like I said, you've inspired me today, so.
Thank you, Andy.
you.
Appreciate it. That's
Yeah,
very
very
kind.
much.
Very
Randy,
kind
yeah.
of you.
We're
my
talking-
kids listen to you all the time.
Yeah.
They do all the time. Hey, there's Randy's on the radio. I'm like,
Well, I
My
appreciate
voice.
that, and I appreciate you you helping promote the Randy Show, and I hope that we've helped promote Penny University as well.
Thank you so
thank
much.
you
Appreciate
very,
it.
very much.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much. We've been talking with Penny University, and if you want to find them on the web, like they said, they're involved in all the different social media sites and through iTunes and YouTube and everything. Just look, you just search Penny University. That's Penny and University with 2 N's, and you'll find them.
Hey.
Guys, yeah, guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate it, and hope to talk with you soon.
All right.
Very
Thanks,
good.
man.
Thank you
Appreciate
very
it,
much.
Randy.